Hello everyone, it's David here from Dax Leather. I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you so much for joining in and welcome to another leather crafting video. In today's video, we'll be working on a leather keychain made out of Italian Shell Cordovan. For this project, I'll be using this small leather piece I have left from my marble color ROCADO shell hide. I use this hide to make a bifold wallet and pen sleeve, which I'll leave you a link to those videos if you want to see them as well. So to begin with, I traced the keychain pattern over the leather and then cut it out with a simple knife. The most challenging part here was to find a spot where the marble color can be highlighted and not make the keychain look completely black. So I use a scratch awl to outline the shape of the keychain instead of a leather pen, since leather pens have a thick stroke, and for this project we want the outline to be as precise as possible. To give the keychain some volume, I'll use a tiny rounded piece of leather, which I call the heart of the keychain, and since I won't be using the small shell part, I'll just mark and cut it out as well. Now, I was originally planning on leaving the keychain with only the shell's thickness, but I felt it was very thin and wanted it to have more roughness, so I ended up using some pigskin lining. This will make the keychain way more sturdy, which is actually a good thing in this case. To make the stitching holes, I use my edge creaser to mark the stitching line first, and then use my 2-pronged diamond chisel to make the holes on the front side of the keychain. Then I trace the space where the heart will sit and then glue the keychain to itself without the heart to make the stitching holes on the back side, as you can see. And since this is temporary, I use very little glue and some clamps to hold both parts together. And I usually work with small clamps, but while looking for them I found this huge one and decided to take it out and use it to keep it in hand for future larger projects. After a while I removed the clamps, made the stitching holes on the back, and then glued the keychain once again with the heart inside. This time the gluing is permanent, so I left the clamps longer. Now before gluing anything, we need to place the key ring on the keychain, and then we can close the keychain together and check that the holes on both sides are well aligned. For the stitching I used a cream color linen thread and made a rough measurement of the entire stitching line, and then multiplied the number by 4 to know how much thread I needed. I began on the straight part of the stitching line, which is the closest to the key ring. After that we need to sand out the edge of the keychain to leave it as even as possible before applying any edge paint, and I decided to use my Dremel since it's much faster this way. The only thing when using Dremels is that it leaves you a very sharp edge on your project, so you need to round it with an edge beveler. Finally, I could burn the edge, painting with some black Ephesians edge coat, and leave the keychain to dry. And once the initial paint was completely dry, I move on to apply some vernice edge paint, which looks more elegant on the keychain, and just let it dry once again without the need to polish it afterwards. And there it is. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video and find it useful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're into leather crafting, subscribe to our channel for more projects. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I'll leave you here with some shots of the finished keychain. Have a great day.